Hey guys, welcome back. I have a confession. I went to my room, changed my shirt, took my beanie off, picked up my hair, and then came back in here and decided to film. I decided to film this 2017 yearly favorites because one, my makeup was already done. Two, I really do like it and didn't feel like just washing it off and letting go, kind of like wasting it, you know? And then three, I still needed to film this video and I do have the time for it right now, so why the hell not? Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what my 2017 beauty favorites were. Any products that I'm showing you right here are the products that have been literally a go-to for me, whether they've been my go-to for the whole year or maybe just my go-to like in the month of December, because I did buy a few things at the end of the year, like the last 2 to 3 weeks of the month. But for me to say it was my favorite, and I have a lot of makeup, so for me to say it was a favorite, that means I literally liked it so much and just wanted to keep using it. So I want to start off with like the beauty stuff, and then I'll go on to like skincare and like lifestyle stuff, I guess, because that's just the way I'm gonna roll this video. So for primer, my favorite was this right here. I'm not sure if the light's too harsh for it or not, but this is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Radiance. I had the regular one, but I personally like the Radiance one because no matter what foundation I wore, there was like a very nice kind of shimmer coming in from under my foundation because it was the primer, and I really did like it. And there's a whole bunch. I did have like a travel sized one, but I liked it so much that I ended up picking up the full size. It feels like a lotion because it's moisturizing your skin, but at the same time, it gives it this radiance. And I must say that this one and then my MAC Strobe Cream have been the ones that I've kind of used. This one more than the Strobe Cream, but I've used them throughout the months, even in the summer when I didn't want to wear foundation, but I wanted like that luminosity. This is what I would use, and it was like really good. So till this day I'm using it. I actually use it today under this foundation right now. For concealer this year, the one that stood out to me the most was this Tarte Shape Tape. I have it in medium. I also have one, I think it's medium dark. I have two. So I like to use the medium for brightness under my eyes, and then I use the medium dark just for a day where I'm not really wearing foundation, or I want like a really natural glow, but I don't want like that highlight. I just want to balance out my under eyes with the rest of my skin. So this one is really good. I like that it is a doe foot applicator, and I like how thick the applicator is. Maybe this is better than just, right? That being said, I've taken this one as well as the other one, and I've mixed it together, and I've actually used it as foundation, and they are so good. It gives me the right amount of coverage, almost like a BB cream, but better. And then also, I love this scent. It smells so good. I don't know why. It has a really good scent, and I'm like addicted to the scent too, so. Now for primers, I would always use the Urban Decay like primer potion, and that one like was my true love for like ever. But in 2017 I did discover this. I'm pretty sure I'm kind of late, but this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in the color Light. Once I discovered this, and again, a lot of my discoveries are basically because I get travel size products and I'm like, okay, let me give them a try, and then once I try the product, I just want to keep buying it. I ended up getting this tiny little baby over here. I loved how effective this is and how bright my shadows look over it, and I think it's because there is pigment to it, so it kind of like evens out your lid versus the primer that I was using, the purple one from Urban Decay. It kind of didn't. It was just going on really sheer. So I like that it does add some pigment to your lids, and it picks up the shadow very well. I mean, it's the one that I'm using today, and look at that eyeshadow. It's like really vibrant, right? If you've been following my channel, you would know, and this is not news to you guys, that my favorite eyeliner, the liquid liner, is the NYC liquid liner. And I say it over and over again. Now, there was this rumor that it was going to be discontinued. I don't know if that happened or not, but I was not gonna wait, so I ended up purchasing like a few of them. When I say a few, I mean like 5 or 6 of them. And then, but I still don't know if they're being discontinued or not, and I still have not looked into it. I have to do that, because if they're going to really be discontinued, or they are, I am going to go nuts looking for any reserve that people have of these so that I can get a few more just in case, because this is like the love of my life. This is how I did this wing today, and it's just so precise, and I totally love the brush applicator. If you guys know of any kind of dupes for this, let me know. I also loved it because of the price point, because the price point was like amazing. I think I paid like $3 for this, so. I have a few, and a few meaning here and then over here in front of me, but I have a few lippies that I want to talk to you guys about. So these are lip balms, and these are by Clinique. These are the Crayola ones. I did get this in like a travel size set because I like to get travel size sets of products that I haven't tried before to see whether or not I'm gonna love them or not. And if I do love them, I end up getting full size, which I did get, I think, for every single color. I did get the full size. I haven't tapped into those because I still have these chubby sticks, but these are really cute. They resemble a crayon, and look how cute that is. And they're pigmented, so you do get some color, but it's still a lip balm, and it's really refreshing and kind of like moisturizing on your lips, but it does give you that like little hue of color if you want it. I'll just swatch this one for you guys as well so you can kind of see. So there are some that are kind of sheer. The red one, it's brick red, so it does give you a little more of a tint. But the other ones are pretty sheer, and they're really, it makes you feel pretty. I don't know, I got them because I wanted to give them a try, but then I got the full size. I was like, oh, I feel pretty. Even when I don't have makeup on, I put these on and I'm like, I feel pretty. So these were really nice, and I thought they would be kind of gimmicky, but they actually are very moisturizing on the lips. I also, and I have a few, but I just didn't want to go crazy looking through all my liquid lipsticks kind of to find these. But these are the ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lips. This one is in double scoop. This is one of my favorites. I have, I think, 4 more different shades. And this is a really pretty kind of corally pink. I'm going to try to swatch that there. It is, I don't know, can you see? I hope you can see. It's kind of like a very corally kind of pink, but what I like is it is moisturizing, but at the same time, it just gives you that kind of like kissed lip type of look. It's not drying. It's not super opaque, but it gives you just a sheer kind of coating of a lip color. I don't know how to explain it. It's just amazing. Like, if you want to go for a very natural look and you just want to be glowy and you don't want to have like a specific color on your lips and you just kind of want your lip but better, a little muted, this is the way to go. They have a whole bunch of different shades in the blotted line, and this past summer, these were my freaking favorite, and they were very long lasting as well. Now, with regards to drugstore lipsticks, I don't have that many. Then again, I prefer long wear lipsticks like my liquid lips, the matte ones, because they don't get on my teeth. But I did pick up this, what is this? This is Raw Chocolate by Maybelline. And this one, this is like the what? This is the Color Sensational line. And look how pretty this lipstick is. I mean, this is my perfect nude. I'm trying to figure out where to swatch. This is the perfect nude for me. I don't use a lip liner with this all the time. I don't feel like I need it. And I just, and I don't know what it is about Maybelline lipsticks, but they smell good. And I like this color because it enhances my natural lip color, as well as it's very long wear, and when it starts to fade, it doesn't look funny. Like, it doesn't bleed along your lip lines. This one has been like my drugstore kind of go-to. The packaging is also cute. I was like, ooh, this is blue. That's how I gravitated towards this one. I was like, that's a cute blue. And then when I opened it, I was like, that's a pretty color. So, yeah, drugstore lipsticks, this has been my go-to for the past several months. On many tutorials, you've seen me feature this product. This is the Laura Mercier A Translucent Powder. This brings so much. I know it's expensive, but it brings so much in it. I've had it for well over a year, and it still has a lot, and it has been my go-to along with this RCMA No Color Powder. I really do like this one because it's really nice for baking. It does highlight under the eyes. It sets your concealers very well. It's exactly what I have on right now under my eyes, and actually in the center, like on my T-zone, and it does not like give you that crazy flashback or anything like that, and I really do like it because sometimes you have to be careful with certain setting powders because they give you like that kind of stark white flashback, and that ain't cute, you know. Then we're gonna move on over to the RCMA No Color Powder. This is so inexpensive. I mean, I know this is pretty expensive and kind of luxurious or whatever, but this one is like amazing. You can get this, I want to say, at Beautylish and several other places as cheap as $5. I mean, if you go to eBay or Amazon or something like that, you'll probably get it for like $5 and free shipping. But if you go to like Beautylish, it's $5 and then you have to pay for the shipping, so you're paying about $10. But it definitely does beat the prices of any other setting powder. This will not change your concealer color. It will not change the color that you have all over your face. So if you applied a foundation and you totally want your foundation to stay true to color, this is a powder to go with because it is no color. Like, it sets your skin and it doesn't change anything at all whatsoever. It doesn't look patchy. It doesn't look cakey on the skin. It doesn't look powdery at all whatsoever. You can go very lightly, or you can kind of pack it on and bake with it if you want to. This is amazing, and for $5 like, I'm surprised it's not even more expensive. The only thing that's kind of annoying is like that it has a sifter. So God forbid you leave it in the kitchen, someone's gonna think it's like a spice or something. But you would think it would be in a better kind of packaging. But for $5, I am mad at the packaging. Like, transfer it to something else. It's totally worth it, and it lasts a freaking lifetime because it's like so finely milled. It's ridiculous. For bronzer, you'll probably have seen that I've gone through this baby, and there's a nice little dent in it. I've been using this baby for the majority of 2017. I don't know, it's like my favorite powder to kind of chisel my cheeks out with. I didn't use it today because I'm experimenting. So I use like the e.l.f. Bronzer quad. It's super pigmented, blends it really, really well, so plays well with your creams. And I don't know, it's just been my go-to, and it doesn't look like patchy on my skin or muddy or anything, and I really do like it, and it's a really pretty color. Look at this. For highlighter, I'm sure you're not surprised. I'm pretty sure everyone has been talking about this for 2017. But Maybelline came out with this Master Chrome highlighter. I got this in December because it was so hard to get my hands on it. I ended up getting it in December. This is in Molten Gold, and it is such a pretty highlighter. I've been using, it's the only highlighter actually that I have been using like for the past couple of weeks, and it's just because it's the perfect highlighter for my skin, especially when all I want to do is just have a natural glowy kind of look. This is the one that I go for, and you can kind of strobe with it. So I get the hype, and I can see why everyone was going crazy over this highlighter. Look how pretty that color is. It's freaking ridiculous, and it's affordable because it's Maybelline. I think I paid like $7 for this. Now, a little more on the higher end would be this Tarte Twinkle Light. This is the Skin Twinkle Volume 2 palette. Look how pretty she is, and I'm trying not to kind of drive you guys nuts, but the lights, I'm sorry. So pretty. So you have 2 strobing colors and then 2 highlights, and all 4 are beautiful. I tend to mix these 2 or these 2 over here just because they look so pretty on my skin, but they're really good for strobing. And the packaging does not hurt. Look at that teal with that purple and that lavender. It's so freaking pretty. So this was a very good investment on my end. Those shades that I pointed out actually have a pretty decent dent in them. So I think eyeshadows is like my favorite thing. Like, every time I see a new eyeshadow palette, I'm like, I think I need that. But this is the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. Now, this palette I know came out in August because I was like, I'm gonna save my birthday money and I'm gonna get it. That didn't happen. So I ended up gifting it to myself for Christmas, and it was a very late kind of purchase, but nonetheless, I freaking love this palette. I'm gonna hold it upside down just so that you guys can see. Once again, you're gonna be able to see some of my ring lights and stuff because of the fact that, the packaging is all chromed. But look how pretty these colors are. Like, WTF. These colors are so up my alley. You have your neutrals, and you have your cream color, then you have your dark chocolates, and then you have a cranberry. So this is like my go-to neutral palette. It's the only neutral palette that I've been using. And I was addicted to another one that I'm going to show you guys until I got this, and then I was like, oh crap, what am I going to do? I have loved this palette and have been using it nonstop. That being said, and it doesn't really look like it. That's weird. But it is the truth. That being said, you know what's one of my favorites too? It freaking smells like peaches. Like, I don't know how they infuse the smell of peaches, like the scent. But now I'm curious, and I want to try like their foundation and like their blushes and stuff, because I'm intrigued and I want to give their peach line a try, because this is my first purchase from their peach line, and I freaking love it. Like, this row right here, life. Okay, so another palette that you're not going to be able to see very well as per what I can see in my viewfinder, but this is the Pure Soiree Diaries palette. This is what the colors on the inside look like, and they are so freaking pretty. So again, this was my kind of go-to ever since we did get it in our BoxyCharm, and I was like, oh my god, you've got some shimmers, this is perfect, this is beautiful. I did go to Washington DC and take this palette with me. That being said though, I kind of put it away. I still love it because I did use it for quite a while, and it was like my go-to neutral palette, but then I got the Just Peachy one and I was like, oh shit, you're beat. You're beat. You're beat. It smells like peaches. The colors are beautiful. You're beat. But this is a really good palette, and I know Pure is like a higher end kind of drugstore, so I think this palette was like 20 something dollars, if not like 30. No, I think it was like in the 20s, but it's totally worth it. Now for foundations, I have a few favorites for 2017. The very first one is this Naked Skin foundation. This one is the one and done, and it's in the color medium dark. I really do like the formula on this. It just feels so lightweight, almost like a BB cream, but it has amazing coverage. It didn't oxidize on my skin, and it just did not cling to dry areas on my face. And I was going through some like serious skin issues at the beginning of this year because of hormonal imbalances, and this did not mess with my skin. Like, it worked so well, and I felt so confident. Like, I felt the need to apply this just to feel like me again, you know? So this foundation was amazing, and I still use it. The only thing that's like a peeve of mine is I don't like the packaging. I don't know, like I keep feeling to see if there's a little straw in it or something, but I don't like the packaging because I feel like I'm not going to get full use out of it because there might still be some stuff left in here. But aside from that, this is a really good foundation. Another foundation that I'm happy I invested in is this Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. This is the stick foundation in warm tan, and it is the perfect color for me. It is, this is a really good stick formula, to be honest. I mean, the Maybelline one, the Fit Me, this is reminiscent to that, but if you want a higher end, this one has a really nice coverage, blends very well. It did not age my skin, did not look dry at all whatsoever, and I don't know, like for a luxury stick foundation, this is a really good one, and I've really used it, obviously. So for stick foundations, this has been my go-to. I have two other ones, and they're like this has been my go-to when I just want to and kind of go. I use this to travel a lot too because it's like my perfect shade. Another affordable foundation, obviously you guys have heard me talk about this for the past few videos, is the CYO Long Lasting Foundation. This is supposed to be the Life Proof foundation. This baby was $7 at Walgreens, and I am still freaking like amazed because this is the foundation I have on today, and it's just similar to the Photo Focus, except I feel like it gives you way more coverage and you have to use less product. I'm very curious to continue to try this brand because there's like on and off reviews, like good and bad reviews, but for me this one has been amazing, and this foundation does have a lot of really good reviews, and for $7, again, this is another drugstore option for you, but this has definitely been a go-to for me, and I think it's going to continue to be a go-to. It's not heavy, it doesn't dry out your skin, it doesn't age your skin, it doesn't cling to any wrinkles that you have, and I have like a few here and a few here. It doesn't cling to your like smile lines, it doesn't smear and smudge, and I have some dry skin around here, and it really doesn't emphasize it, covers it. It's like really full coverage, covers it very well. I don't have to color correct or anything, and it doesn't cling to the dry patches that I have found that I've had the last couple of days. For setting spray, this is the only setting spray that I have used so far this year. It is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. And there's still so much in here. I bought it when it initially came out. I was going to do a review, I don't think I did. That being said, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. So I would apply it, but I apply highlighter all the time, so to me, I was illuminated anyway. And then BoxyCharm released their box with the full size of this, which I was annoyed because I did not get that box. I made a boo-boo and I did not end up getting that box, so I missed out on getting a backup of this one in a box practically for free. And so, you know, they were saying, I remember Gabby from like BoxyCharm was like, hey, just shake it and you can hear that little like a ball in there, and then you know you're like moving the glitter around, and I was like, glitter? And then I was like, wait, shake it. And I shook it, and then I sprayed my hand, waited till it dried. Oh my God, the luminosity that came from this freaking spray. And then I realized I've been loving this spray for pretty much a year, because the box I think came out in October with this product. But I've been loving this setting spray for pretty much almost a full year. and have been using it wrong this whole time. So now I love it even more because it just like increases my luminosity and it makes my face look so glowy and yummy and just Now I'm gonna show you my dirty ass beauty blender. Well, this is not a beauty blender. This is my dirty ass beauty blender dupe. So this is the AOA Studio blending sponge, and as you can see, look how bouncy and soft and mushy it is. It's dirty because I just used it for the previous video where I created this look. But you know what? Not much can be said, but this is an amazing oh shit. I dropped the ball, literally. I dropped the ball. But it is an amazing dupe for the beauty blender. So if you don't want to dish out $20 or more for a beauty blender, this is the blending sponge for you. It is just $1. I am going to put like one of those tags up here. Just click on that video. You'll be able to see my AOA haul video. And I'll kind of talk to you about the product and show you how it works and stuff. But I will say I am never buying another beauty blender ever again. Just know that. And then another favorite of mine is this Clinique Acne Solutions Clinical Strength. It's a clearing gel. The only thing is you kind of have to be careful with this. I've been using this for the past, I want to say 5-6 months, and it does work. I mean, you only need one little dot, and you dot it wherever your problem areas are. Within a day or two, you'll notice that they're completely gone. And if you start to feel sensitivity, like a zit is coming up, just pat some of it in place, and usually, for me at least, it's gone within the next day or two. The only thing is that this contains salicylic acid. If anything, it's all salicylic acid. And so the thing about it is it's really gonna dry out your skin. So you really have to exfoliate and moisturize to kind of get it to recover very quickly. But this does the job. If you know you got a pimple coming and you're getting married the next day, you need to use this, you know, because this freaking works. Okay guys, that is it for my 2017 beauty favorites. I'm excited to see what new makeup brands will be coming out and what brands are going to be releasing in 2018, because it's like, obviously every year things get better and better and better. I just hope that they start to do things a little differently, because it's starting to seem like routine, like everyone's kind of doing the same thing. So I'm just not buying as much stuff because it's like all the same shit. I am really excited for 2018. Let me know what your favorites were for 2017 down below. I'd really love to know what you guys loved, because I might have loved it too and didn't add it on my list. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to please like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.